Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Yes! Yes!
Balsev had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them, too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
What?
Ganabelt was so horrible to people, yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Pardon me.
guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right, too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay. Ah!
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganath Harros changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
When you think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
They must have had a lot on their shoulders, carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you. Because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah. I think it's made me realize that the Lords were all people, too. Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Danan doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all seen.
Xion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, who was it then?
Hanfricht Milgras, the former Lord of Cislodia, if memory serves.
So then this Hanfricht whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegis?
I guess over holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegis from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renin by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Core existed, remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
Doe?
Faria.
Varia? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
But why are you here? Wait, don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord, you still... Kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
What's this thing?
Wow, this place is beautiful!
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renin sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnigan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnigan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnigan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnigan and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnigan had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnigan was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less. She would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty, instead I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renin oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right. Alphen,
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe. I still want... to say thank you.
I see a medic.
Hell yeah! There's no way you can... Damn it! Lenniget's soldiers!
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elder Menencia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Denied!
In a bind?
You picked the wrong fight.
We'll soon see about that.
Be my guest. Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! Demon Fang!
I'm only getting started.
Consider yourself finished! Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! Next! Demon Fang! We're not finished! Demon Fang!
Down from the window! Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
Demon Fang! Burn!
I'm ready!
Demon Fang! Try harder!
Here, let me help.
Demon
Where
Fang!
are you going? Nothing gets by me. Far enough. Now, here's a healing art. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Forgive you!
The flames will roar!
No time, no further! Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now!
Need to pull myself together.
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Demon Fang! The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Like the handle?
Demon Fang!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Glacial spear!
Demon Fang!
Ready!
Demon Fang! Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back.
Demon Fang!
I'll trip it up.
Demon Fang!
Can't get out of this!
Holy land! Annihilation!
Swallow Blade! Demon
Now!
Fang! More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
With this, I can become even stronger!
Swallow Blade!
Can you take
take it! Burn!
Water!
Demon
Here's
Fang!
my anything normal is all mine!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
On your knees! Hurricane Thrust!
Critical arts are being interrupted.
Let the mark
In a vine.
Will this help?
Demon Fang!
Here, I never miss!
Demon Fang!
Let them not sing.
Here's a healing
Solar
blade!
Blade!
Black and blade.
Demon Fang!
Execution. On your knees.
Pissed off! You picked the wrong fight! Demon Fang! Solar Blade!
Can you take it?
Demon Fang!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! I'll heal you all!
Hurricane Thrust!
Raging cascade!
Ready and ready!
Healing circle! Confiscated!
Hurricane Stop!
Need to pull myself
carve
together.
through.
Ready to go! Stay so
Demon Fang!
Take this.
Wind astral energy!
Far enough.
Burn!
The tempest in scope.
Demon Fang!
Dance is the way of power of war here!
Demon Fang! Solar Blade!
Raging storm!
Demon Fang!
Here, let me help! Drinking orb! First aid!
blood.
Rinsing your blood! Here!
Take this!
That'll bring you down!
Demon Fang!
Stalagmite.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
In a vine. Ready and ready.
Ignite!
Captivity.
Demon Fang!
Honor won't save you.
Tear!
Healing
Hurricane Thrust! Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! I have no limits!
Blah, blah, blah.
Crush! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang!
I'm ready.
Fly! Commander of Heaven!
Scenic Cyclone.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Shield!
Demon Fang!
Engaging.
Demon Fang!
Can't let the hatred consume me!
I see one, eh? Ignite! Fire support! Demon Fang!
Leave the ensnaring to me. And totally to me. Can't get out of this.
Demon Fang!
Here, let me help.
Demon Fang!
I'll finish you.
My
Eat
shield!
dirt!
Reflect on thy
This one's
sins.
mine!
Might with black and blade.
This one's all
Do it!
mine! Shield!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Demon Fang! Not today! Demon Fang!
Elusive deity.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Lightning orb!
Demon Fang!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Thunder blade! Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Scenic Cyclone.
We can really make weapons with this?
Gotta break through! Now you learn! Burn in hell! Demon Fang!
They really don't give up, do they?
You got spirit! Demon Fang!
Can't get out of this.
Demon Fang!
Sleep now.
Captivity.
Here I come! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Here's the eagle! It's the wind!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Breath of
Demon
life.
Fang!
Heal my weary companion.
Cure! Go to hell! You picked the wrong fight! Demon Fang!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on...
No choice. Radiant light. Try harder. Shine. Radiant light. You. Demon Fang. Time to cross blade. Can't get out of this.
Hear my call. Not in your dreams.
Demon Fang. Resonate with the earth.
Pierce evil.
Stalagmite.
Real order.
Demon Fang.
Illuminate the dark.
Demon Fang.
Holy quiver. Holy land.
Air pressure.
Lightning. Downfall.
Piston. Ignite.
Radiant corruption.
Demon Fang.
Radiant light.
Demon Fang.
Regenerate.
I owe you one. Demon Fang. Try harder.
Don't suffer in
Demon
silence.
Fang.
Illuminate the dark. Come forth. Take this. Holy land.
Try harder.
I can carve through armor.
The earth throbs in
Demon
pain.
Fang.
Take this.
Downfall.
Demon Fang.
Carried away.
Annihilation.
Swallow blade.
Purge malevolence.
Slap.
Reload.
Demon Fang.
Radiant corruption.
Demon Fang.
Here.
Swallow blade. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Ready to go!
Demon Fang. Eat dirt.
Demon corruption.
Slap. Swallow blade. Demon Fang. Slap. Demon Fang.
Far enough.
Be still. Hurricane thrust. Demon Fang.
The earth throbs in pain.
Take this. Swallow blade.
Holy Gemini
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
Allow me to help you.
You picked the wrong fight. Demon Fang. Swallow blade. Demon Fang. Demon Fang. Swallow blade. Try harder.
Dance on the wind.
Demon Fang.
Sorry to trouble you.
I owe you one. Demon Fang. Swallow blade.
This is some punishment.
Stay away from my friend. Demon Fang. You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Bring him down. This one's all mine. Hurricane thrust. I won't show you any mercy.
Not in your dreams.
Now you
See what I can do.
Water astral
Demon Fang.
Take this.
Take it back.
Take this.
Demon stop.
Photon
Hurricane thrust. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. Demon Fang.
In a bind.
Reload.
Demon Fang.
Illuminate the dark.
Swallow blade. Demon Fang. Demon Fang.
Dance on the wind.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Swallow blade.
Do it. Illuminate.
Look sharp.
Lightning fighter blade.
Demon Fang.
Can you take it?
Glacial spear.
Reflect on that
evil.
We did it.
My
Demon Fang.
Leave the charges to me!
In a bind.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Demon Fang.
Negative gate.
It's on. Demon Fang. Burn.
Leave the agile ones to
Demon
me.
Fang.
Glacial spear. Pierce
Demon
evil.
Fang.
Now. Freeze lancer. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Shine.
Demon Fang.
I never
Regeneration.
Next. Defeat. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
I'll heal you
Demon
all.
Fang.
Confiscated.
Heal.
Healing. Do it.
Look sharp.
Lightning fighter blade.
Barely a blip on our radar. Forgive you!
Eat your words! Damn it!
Freeze Lancer!
Demon Fang! I'm going in!
Illumination!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Can't get out of this!
Arctic Waterfall!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang!
I can't heal you forever!
Hurricane Thrust! It's on! Eat dirt! Demon Fang!
Sleep now!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Fire support!
Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Demon Fang!
Shut him down!
Try harder! Demon Fang!
This one's mine!
Regeneration! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! No further! It's down!
Seal!
Demon Fang!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Water! Hear
Demon
my
Fang!
call! Water!
Demon Fang!
Here's evil!
My exploits are bearing fruit. This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they
They said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Iつも